Okay, guys, we are here again, and today in industrial psychology, we are talking about individual differences. Imagine that moment you come to work and your co-worker is with a lot of things, right? Let's not go there. Okay, so individual differences. You enter in a workplace, you are the only girl in your particular sector, in your segment. You came, you are just the black or you're just the white. Okay, these are here, you need to do this. You see, in workplace, people come from different backgrounds, people come from different value cultures and everything. And so there is an important aspect of work or a activity in the industry that IO psychologists consider, because they know that if you remember the history we discussed, we try to discuss why and how, what came about this industrial psychology, and we say one of them is efficiency of these employees. And one of the factors they discovered that could be a problem why they're not giving their best is these individual differences, right? So we have an assumption in psychology that no individual is exactly alike. Yes, so individual variation is a universal phenomenon that no two individuals is exactly alike. Yes, they differ from each other in one way or the other, even twins, right? Yeah. So in the early 80s, yeah, we call it differential psychology in those days. So this field, IO psychology, also research on these individual differences. According to Dictionary of Education, yes, individual differences have to do with variation or divisions among individuals, among some maybe single characteristics or a number of characteristics. Yes, according to Skinner, we are talking about, when we're talking about individual difference, we're talking about any measurable aspect of one's individual or personality, aspect of total personality of an individual that we can say that is differ from the other persons, right? So that aspect or total person of that your personality that makes you different or unique, different from the other person or unique. Yes. So we have types of individual differences. This includes physical differences. Well, this is very clear if we talk about it. So when we talk about physical differences, we know by height, by color, by whatever you have it, right? You can live with that one. So then intelligence, difference in intelligence. So this is a very big topic in industrial psychology because it has a lot to do with the effectiveness and the efficiency of those work in the workplace. So the difference in intelligence is also there, right? So people are high in IQ, though some are low, and some are average, and some are, you understand? So then we have differences in attitude. Yes, your attitude towards some people. Okay, I think the Yoruba guys are lazy. I think the Igbo guys are greedy. And okay, generally, let me not take it to Nigeria. You see, they'll tell you Americans are more frank. Yeah, research has shown that. Then you see Chinese, they say they are brutal. And then Indians are so easygoing, they love peace. Yes. So your individual differ in this, their attitudes and all of those things. Then another one is difference in achievement. First class, second class, or portfolios and everything, doctorate degree, master's degree. We are never equal in several aspects, right? We have another type, the difference in mobility capacity or capability. You see, some people are good in mechanic activity. You know that female are good more in finger dexterity and those aesthetic art and everything, while men are good in chemistry and maths and physics. Then we have differences in sex. Yeah, we know some are female, some are male, and some are others, right? Okay, then so According to Thurman and McNamara, they discovered several differences between men and women based on several studies, and like in motor ability, they say men are better in motor ability than women, right? In about academics, female are better in handwriting, anything that has to do with finger dexterity, while men are better in mathematics. In language, yes, women are better in language, while male are better in physics and chemistry. Yes, other types of differences in race. You know, when we talk about race, we talk about the Mongoloids, the Caucasoids, the Negroids, the Australoids, if I can remember that. So you understand that the Caucasians have red hair, we have black hair, the Negroids, and all of those things. They are the white ones, and all of those things, and they are the blondes, the red ones, all of those things. See, difference in race. These are types of that. And then another type of difference we consider is difference in economic status, economic class, right? Middle, first, all of those in developing countries, low, advanced country, all of those things. Then we have even interests, number of children you have, everything, right? And different in interests, level of development, assets, family background, and all of them, right? Even nationality, they inform your difference in your interest, where you are coming from, your economic status, your family background. These things heavily influence your interests, which fuels your motivations and why you do what you do, or behave the way you behave, or want to engage in the kind of job, or act the way you act, even in the workplace, right? So we have emotional differences also, right? Some are different in emotional, we are different in emotional reactions, right? You see some people are irritable, some are aggressive, some are peaceful, having peaceful nature, and they are easygoing, all of those things and everything. And some under pressure can do better, while the other ones may lose their emotion at that situation. Then we have personality differences. Some are open, some are conscientious, some are extroverted, some are agreeable, easygoing, and some are very unstable emotionally. So we may want to look at the causes of individual differences also. The causes of individual differences, in this line we have looked at it, you see that we are seeing things like hereditary. We were left with no choice, but because we inherited it primordially, instrumentally, maybe because of where we were born, because of who gave us those biological codings and everything, right? Then number two is the environment, lifestyles, behaviors, your characteristics, your personality. Environment influences them a lot. Environment has a role to cause your reason why you are whom you are. Yes, you remember about Mandela's reciprocal influences or reciprocal determinisms. Yes, so then environment does not only refer to those physical environments or physical aspects of the environment. We are talking about things like the type of people, the society, the culture, the norms, the historic heritage of where you're coming from and everything, the ideals, their ideas, how they see things, how they want to look at things, right? These are some of them. They are some of the causes of individual differences. That's why I said, for example, Indians are peace lovers. Like, for example, the research has shown that, and you say Chinese are brutal or cruel, then Americans are very frank, as they say. Then another cause of individual difference is sex, that is gender. That is, we see some men are stronger in battles, while some that power activity, while women show more superiority in memory, in language, in aesthetics, or any other thing like that. Then Women are better in shouldering responsibilities. They can gather a lot of things, handle their emotions and coordinate it well, right? So even in age, causes of differences, individual differences could be as a reason of age. My mental state today are differing from another person, a younger person, adolescent, or older person, could be as a reason of what? Age, leading to the experiences. Then education is another cause of individual differences. When we talk about your education exposure, your level of education, the graduate, masters, OND, HND, or whatever you study can be another reason and cause for individual differences. So now, lastly, we have to look at what are the organizational implications of individual differences, because this is why we study it. They should pay attention to these factors, both hereditary and environmental factors and others. That is because they need to work according to their own skills, their differences, their understanding, their interests, their hobbies, and oftentimes their values clash with each other. And understanding these things will help to activate or have an effective organizational output and everything. So they create this diversity. They should create room for people with diversity at workplace, right? People with different demographic experiences and traits and education, they will come together and they will bring a lot of input outside the box activities, and this will work it will help to work towards the organizational goals without any discrimination or criticism. Yes, and again, they should fit the individuals, match them to the job they are fit and that match their characteristics, and both their educational qualification and their skills and everything. They should consider those things, even their individual differences, to fit them to the job that fits also their characteristics, right? So this implication also, it means that it allows them to know who is best for this, and it helps us to even relate with several other coaches and who is to fit to organizational structures and organizational cultures, who obeys the rule, who knows what this says, and who will do better in this situation, and this will help performance, yes, and effective work output, yes. So these are the things we need to know concerning individual differences. Industrial psychologists try to leverage on this, not only to prevent problems, but to also to use these heterogeneous characteristics from these employees to have a better organization. And we'll be glad to have you in our next video. Thank you for viewing.